Hello, good afternoon, welcome. I'm Laura Madden. Thanks for joining me, guys. Okay, so if you're new here, I'm Laura Madden, and I am the artist behind what I have been referring to as Refashioned Art. That has been my business name for the last 5 years from the start, and wanted to share some changes I'm making. If you've been following me at all, then you've seen my post, and maybe you've seen previous lives where I did share that I was going to be making some changes, doing it might be a little more than a rebrand, maybe a little bit further than a rebrand, some rebranding, yes, but definitely a little bit more of a pivot. And so I named my business Refashioned Art literally 5 years ago this month, when I decided to start this business and actually pursue my art professionally and as a business. And I gave the name Refashioned Art because that seemed like the most fitting. My work is abstract, it's modern. It really does give your walls in your home a fashionable edge, a fashionable feel. And it's made using reclaimed materials, found objects, and unconventional items. So at the time, Refashioned Art seemed like this perfect melange of names, the perfect description. And so fast forward, here we are, 5 years has gone by, which is unbelievable. And my business has turned a little bit, a few times. We've taken a few slight turns, but it's growing quite rapidly. And the direction, of course, is growing. 2020, that turned things in a whole different direction than I had actually planned on going in, just because of the times. And now I'm turning back to where I started, pretty much. And so you are going to be seeing a lot of changes. I'm actually changing the name of this Instagram as well as the name of my business from Refashioned Art to Laura Madden Studio. So you'll be seeing that soon here. So don't get alarmed. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm just changing the name. So I am now Laura Madden Studio, and I'm putting Refashioned Art aside. I'm not leaving it behind, but I'm putting it aside. That is going to be the brand of something else that will be coming down the line. But for now, my fine art, my original artwork will be sold under the business name Laura Madden Studio. There will be some changes to my art. It will still be the same art. We're going to be seeing a slightly different aesthetic. We're going to be seeing more influence on certain things. Some of my favorite things, some of my, my signatures, such as black and white, and things like my sculptural works. We've got one here. We've got one up here. We're going to see more collaborations with designers and other businesses. This one here was a collaboration. This is Black Dahlia. This was a collaboration with Mark Pomerantz. He is this is not going to give me what I want. He is a menswear designer, and he does bespoke menswear as well as fabrics. And so he has given to me some of the discards of his fabrics, which is exactly what I want. I want to be able to reimagine these items that would otherwise end up in landfill into really transformational and experiential art. And so, and then this one here, this was reclaimed fabric. This was not from a specific brand or designer, but again, this was reclaimed fabric. This is noir. Really, really fabulous. Don't want to get in there. Okay. So more collaborations, and so that's all I'm going to say for now, but I just want to share that so you'll notice the name change. You'll notice the photo change. So of course, all new branding and all new photography and all that great stuff. The website will change, and I did share last week for sure that it is in the process of changing. And if you've been to my website, you will already notice that it has changed quite a bit. And so, yeah, really, really scary. Change is scary, and change can be hard, but I'm chipping away at it. one bit at a time. I like to do everything quick and fast, and I love to rush through things that are difficult and that should take a long time. So I'm really putting the brakes on myself. I'm working with an incredible business consultant, Victoria Fry, and I'm going to tag her in my stories here. She really is incredible. I hired her a few months ago, and she's just she's an amazing guide. She's also an artist herself. She has a gallery and a magazine, and she also guides other artists as they are, growing and evolving and building their businesses. So thank you, Victoria. She has been an incredible guide for me thus far, and we have a long way to go. So this is just the start, but I wanted to share some of those changes on here. It is exciting, but just want to let people know that just to look for those. I want to share one of my very favorite pieces. This is one of my newest pieces. You really cannot see it too well in this frame. This is an antique frame. Of course, my very favorite abstract modern art, black and white, my favorite color palette. That will not be changing. This one here is not on my website. It will be available at some point down the road. And this one here is 62 inches by 51 inches. 5.5 inches deep. So we've got some really great depth in this frame. But again, that's one of the things that I just love to do so much of, that mixing of old and new. So the antique frame with this art that I just created, and of course it's a modern aesthetic. And especially the more ornate, the better in the frame. And then the more minimal, the better for me in the art. One other one I'll show you here, a newer piece as well. Sorry, that's really not gonna let me stretch over there. This one here is 28 inches by 51 inches. The lighting here is not really ideal, but this is a really fabulous piece. It's got some hints of gold, but a lot of black and white in a gold frame. Some of my favorite things. So, oh, hey, Bridget Foros, how are you? Thanks for joining, you guys. So if you have any questions at all, oh, and I did put a question box in my stories earlier today. And again, I got questions about commissions. Yes, I am now available again for commissions. I shared earlier, starting today, I'm open for commissions. So I will be adding one to my calendar. If you want it, then you better DM me real quick and snag that. But I won't be taking another commission after this until probably later in the fall, because it's getting really busy. And so that's just how it's gonna be. So let me know if you are looking for your next favorite piece of art. And shop.IamLauraMadden.com, also linked in my bio, is still the best place to see what I have available, although the website is in transformation, so it might not look as good as it's going to look. Again, this Instagram is at Laura Madden Studio as of this afternoon. It's also going to be a great place where I am able to show more of the moment content versus, uploading it to my website, having it sized and lit and all that. But you will get more videos here, which is always helpful if you are, looking to buy art from across the world, across the country, a different state. You can't see it in person. Although, of course, if you're local and you're serious about collecting my art, then highly recommend that you come and see it in person. But of course, if you're not local, we could do a video call, or I can send you videos, or stay close to my Instagram, because that's where you're going to see the most detailed, content and information about my artwork and the latest. So guys, make sure you sign up for my email. It's the collector's list, and it goes out once every 1 to 2 weeks. A new email is going out tomorrow. So make sure you join that email list, linked in the bio. And again, that is the very best place. If I am doing a special collection, to see it first, if I'm doing an event, if I have, any media features coming up. And sometimes I do special pricing for the people who open those emails. Just as a little reward. So shop.iamlauramadden.com is the website currently, and that's all linked in the bio. I will also put it in my stories this afternoon as well. So that's it, guys. Thank you for joining. Oh, and yes, got some more questions about my other Instagram, I am Laura Madden. That was my original Instagram, and that really is mostly focused on fashion, lifestyle, my dogs, what else is there, right? Food, travel. My life isn't too exciting, but whatever I have going on in my life, I do share a snippet, a little bit more of that on I am Laura Madden. Again, that was my original Instagram, and that was started when I was more of a fashion influencer and a stylist. And I still do keep that because it is relevant to the work I do today. This is transformational art. This is experiential art. And I do believe that it does give your walls and your home a fashionable feel. And really, I started creating this art for myself because I wanted to feel fashionable in my home. I wanted to feel fashionable all the time. So all linked in the bio, guys. Please don't hesitate to reach out. If you have any questions at all, you can DM me here. Always email is a great option, laura@iamlauramadden.com. And love to hear your feedback, questions. Don't be a stranger. All right. Hey, Brad, how are you? All right. I think that's it. All right, guys. Cheers. Have a great afternoon. Happy Tuesday.